Hi, this is Johnny. I just want to show off the well, today's video we're gonna go over the little bit of the size comparison, and it's also we're gonna test out some hard game like SegaCD and Sega32x. Now, PC Engine CD should work, but the format, it doesn't support CHD, so have to convert it back to bin file, bin. And I don't know where I put my bin file, so I'm not going to do a PC Engine CD test, but I assume that it should work as well. Now, I just want to, people was asking how big is it? It is the size, the screen is 1.54 inches, but it does not cover the full screen. As you can see, there's a black frame around it, so it's not using the full screen. It's only using 1.54. It could be 2.0, but it's not stretching all the way to the corner. And compared to the Apple Watch, this is Apple Watch 7, 45 inches screen, and it looked almost like the same size of this one. Okay, if you put it right on top of each other, it pretty much just sit right on top, like a perfect match. Okay, so the question is, would it work with the 45mm screen? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I am buying a 1.54 screen for the watch, and they should be delivered in a couple months, which is kind of weird, but yeah. And then for it's longer than the Apple Air Pro, either first or second generation, but is almost the same thickness. Okay, so that's enough size comparison. Now I'm running the stock firmware, but I upgrade to 1.0.1, which is kind of like a little bit of a improvement. They added more emulator, and which is cool, but this is the one most people will be using, and this is the theme that most people will be using as well. So let me show you which theme I'm using. Now, if you go to this, then you can run some of the arcade. Apparently, arcade is not in this theme. So this is the theme I'm using. It's called Retro Room Cover. Okay, and you could change it to different theme. You know, you choose like that, for example, and then you just click yes to make it happen. Okay, I got all the theme pretty much done with all the box art. I mean the console, not the theme, sorry, the console. But let me just go in while I'm talking. See, most of the, so I'm gonna zoom in. So the image is 256 GB, and I'm pretty much done with it. All the ROM is there, it's just some of them are missing box art. Apparently, only the Nintendo Classic, that one, I have to redo it because it's missing too much. If it's missing 1 or 2Z, I could go and fix it, you know, manually, instead of using the program scraper. This do not come with a scraper. You have to use a PC to scrape all this. And I go it pretty fast because, see right there, I spotted there was one missing. Okay, and this most of the time is because it's a classic or is a homebrew game. It somehow, and it's hard to find a mixed art, because mixed art is somebody actually went and created a box art, the screen, gameplay, and then the wheel, which is the title. They had to take 3 pictures to make 1 picture. So it's kind of very unique, and it's kind of cool because you get to see 3 things at one time. Okay, and which is cool because if I never played this game, I like to know what kind of game I'm getting myself into. Okay, and this one is the Game Boy and also Game Boy Color. I have both of them together. So if you see it's a color and the background is a color game, then you know it's a color. And if it's black and white, you know that's a black and white game. So yeah, but they don't have a separate emulator to put in, so you have to put both of them in. Well, let me take that back. No, this is this is Game Boy Color. Let me take that back. The one I have problem with is a Sega. I got Sega working from this, using this theme as well. You might be wondering, how do you do that? So let's go ahead and get to the main reason we are here, the video. I got pretty much everything done. I even got some hack game installed here, like in the Ninja Turtle type of game. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so here's all the Sega Genesis game. And what I did is I picked the top 20 from doing some research to get the SegaCD, and also 10 top 32x Sega32x game in here. And what I did is I renamed the folder. So if you're going to go to let's do the 32x because there's alphabet order. So 32x would be in the alphabet order. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in Game Gear. No wonder I couldn't find it. Game Gear, Sega Master, and Genesis. Okay. All right, so Genesis is going to be in... now, one thing cool about this, I did not create a folder to put that in there because this system is very cool and the game is very cool. And I also put some music video and also music song in here, and it played nice. Now, by pressing this, it go by alphabet order. Okay, see that? It go to B, and go to A, and then it go to the S. For some reason, this one is in the very front. I don't know why. Okay, and that's a hack game. So when you press here on the right, it go to the right side, and you press it here, it go to the left side. So you go to the B, and so you go to, let's start with this one because I want to start with the number. Okay, the 32x is going to be 32x. So you're going to look for all the number. Here's 32x. And here's all the game for 32x. 32x, I only have 10 of them. Okay. And those are the game that I have. And so I'm going to play the Knuckle. So I picked the 10 top game based on YouTube video that I see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And we're going to play the Knuckle. That's the one I like to play. I'm going to resume the game. Yes. Okay, I was right here when I was first playing it. And you might be wondering, why is there no sound? Because I have it Bluetooth to something. It's Bluetooth to something. And this is the Bluetooth functionality. So let me just unplug it because right now it is Bluetoothing. There you go. Here you can hear the sound now. Okay, so this one is Bluetooth to a speaker or to a head earbud. So if I have an earbud right next to me, it's gonna Bluetooth to my Apple earbud. You will have to press this button, let it blink. Press this button back, let it turn green, and then it should appear with the earbud. Okay, so let's zoom back in. And this is a Sonic 32. And I was very amazed that it even worked with this tiny little system because I have some big console that couldn't handle the 32X. And it is handling very well. I like to have it with this so it won't slip, because right now I'm putting it on the table and it's kind of moving around. But when you hold it and do a video, it's hard to keep the screen from moving and shaking because you are into the game playing. So you're gonna have two people now playing kind of. All right, so let's get out of this game. You could save it or you could just exit out, which I'm going to exit out from here. You just press the side button right here to exit out. Okay, and those are the, let's try Mortal Kombat 2, see how well this plays, because those are hard, those are like 3D digital human that were in Mortal Kombat custom, and they're a little bit, might be a little bit hard to emulate. So far so good. I don't know the move, so bear with me. I'm the worst because I haven't played a long time and I just collect them most of the time, but I don't really play it. So I forget the move. Just got killed. I don't think the 2 button up here work. Just here, I think. I mean, depend on the game. If a game support all 6 buttons, no, then this game only support 4. So it sounds good for 32X. I'm very impressed by the fact that this little tiny thing will play Sega Genesis 32. So it will work with SegaCD format. So you could bring the ROM over. And what I did is I renamed all the game plus the picture. In front of it, I added 32X space dash space. You don't have to do, but I make it so it's easier to see that this is 32X. And so that's what I did with all the 20 games. Okay, use Microsoft Excel and run a batch file and just rename all 20 of them at the same time. And then we have some Sega Genesis game and some homebrew games in here as well. So let's go find Ninja Turtle. Now it's best if you could, which I didn't really think twice when I because some of the game have a long name. When you have a long name, it's gonna overlap each other. As you can see, when I get to the game, Ninja Turtle is pretty long. See, so we're gonna go to T. So the one I'm talking about is, okay, so I'm on T already. So I don't want to press again. It's going to go to the next alphabet. So that's one thing cool about this. You could put all the ROM, like 1,000 ROM or 2,000 in the same folder, and you have no problem loading it. It doesn't have any problem loading the game at all. This is a tail and a Sonic. This is a homebrew. That's why it doesn't have a box off. And so as you can see, if some of those don't have a box off, more likely they are homebrew's game. Okay, so I'm looking for TN, some TE. Oh, probably passed it already. Here's something. That's Ninja Turtle 2. Here you go. This is the one. Yeah. I trying to put a lot of homebrew game because this one have a lot of homebrew plus artwork. So you're gonna be impressed by this image. Okay. So let's pick something that normally doesn't show up, which is April. Actually, you have all the character. The 4 plus Shredder, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 character. So you do all the same move that the original one does, which is pretty cool. Oh, I should have changed my brightness. I think I got it too dark. Here you go. Let's make it brighter. That's more like it. Alright, let's get out of the game. We could save it. Let's go ahead and save the game. I left the default screen size, whatever it is set up on each game. I don't try to change it. So, and I have no problem playing with it. So I recommend that's how you should do it. Just keep it whatever is there. Let's go to one of the cool game. It was in Neo Geo, but I don't think it's in. I don't know. I don't think Neo Geo, the arcade emulator worked very well on the Neo Geo on this game. This one is a homebrew game. Got converted to WX. Okay, almost passed it. That's why I actually passed it and came back. Okay, this is the one. Wow, I'm missing the box art. Okay, missing one box art. So it's not gonna be perfect. If I went and check AV box art, it's gonna take longer to give you guys this image. I'm gonna finish the NES. I got the PlayStation done, but then I also find out that maybe 4 to 5 of them might be missing a box art. But I think you like have 300 pluses of PlayStation 1 game in here as well. So there's a lot of game here. One thing cool about it is you could move to a different alphabet by pressing the top, the right or the left, you know, going the different direction. And that's what make it real neat about it, is that the way this functionality is pretty cool. The way the button layout is good. And yeah, this is well, actually it's not really made for Neo Geo, but this one is actually made for Sega Genesis. But they have this also in a lot of platforms. Let's put it that way. It's in a lot of different platforms. Sega Genesis, Dreamcast, Neo Geo CD, Neo Geo, and you know. Yeah, I have Raspberry Pi working with Dreamcast version and also and it's pretty cool. You can actually see the fire and the bullet that you're shooting. It's not, the screen is very crystal clear, so you're not like, you know, I would think that, oh, since it's so small, I can't see, you know, I can't see the little bullet that I'm shooting. But yeah, you could see it. So if you want to exit out real quick, just press up and then go to exit. Some reason it's not zooming correctly. It's showing like a pixel dot, which I don't see that in the naked eye, but it's showing that in the screen catcher. It's weird. Okay, so just press up and then just go directly to exit out. If you don't want to save it. All right, so that's Sega Genesis. Oh, let's go to SegaCD. Forgot that. So let's go back to C. Okay, we're in the C category. Gonna press over, and it is all the 20 game is all gonna be in renamed to start with the CD in front of it. See that? So that's SegaCD. I didn't do that with the PC Engine. Originally, I got a lot of PC Engine CD game there, but they look the same. The name is the same. The cartridge, it look exactly the same, and I couldn't figure out which game is a CD or not. But then I only put few of them, and it still doesn't show up. Then I realized that, oh, it doesn't work because the format. So you have to change the format if you wanted to make it work. Okay, so I forgot to start counting. All right, so there's 20 game here. So start with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, if you guys have any special game that you really want before I release the image, because I had to zip it up. I'm fixing the Nintendo one, NES one right now with the box art because I didn't like it. Too many of them missing, so I decided just redo it. Redo the scraping. But if you know any game that you want to add it to this image, let me know. Okay. Now there's too many of them for me to go through every single console and go through every single box art and single game to let you know what I have. But I could guarantee you're gonna love it because they have pretty much everything that you could find here, plus hack game. I also put some hack game on NES. Let me go find some of the hack game. Okay, let's go back to NES. That's the reason I was looking through the. Now NES have a lot of hack game. So I put some cool. Okay, yeah, like Super Nintendo. Oh yeah, there's one called Mario. So let's go to the Mario Land. That one, they make it look almost like a Nintendo DS, and that is real cool to able to have that. And I was hoping that this would support. Let me see, it's called Super, so I gotta go to S. I think I just missed it. Shoot, let's go the other direction. There we go, S, okay. All right, so we're gonna go to Super. What's real interesting, it jumped the whole alphabet. Even though there's a lot of game between each alphabet, it jumped the whole category of S when you press to the next one. And that's what make it searching faster, easier. So you could like put everything in same folder without having to create subfolder. Now this emulator will not support subfolder. So if you like, you might ask Johnny, why didn't you put SegaCD in a different folder? This theme emulator that they come with do not support subfolder. So you cannot, if you're gonna use this this theme, you will have to do it the way I did it, like rename it. See how this is all messed up because one of the game here and this game is so long that it overlap each other. You cannot see what's over here in the front because the name is too long. So if you guys gonna put add more game to it, you know, my advice is, you know, cut the name shorter so you'll be easier to read. That's what I did with the other one. I did cut the name down for SegaCD and 32x, so the name won't be so long. Okay, Super still in the B. See, I'm missing 2 artwork. That make me kind of like, This is why the more I play with it, the more I will wind up not able to finish this because here you go. Super Mario All-Star. This is a homebrew game. 100 room of enemy. You know, that's homebrews. And this one is also a homebrews game. And this is a deluxe one. This one does work, but it's not that great. The one I like is the one called there's a Super Mario World 2. I don't think it's called Super Mario. It might be just New Mario. Okay, let's start with the N. New, maybe it's called Super New. There's so many different, here you go. Super is called Super Mario Land. Should I make this darker or brighter? All right. Super Mario Land is the one that, oh my goodness, my battery is low. I forgot to charge it. That's embarrassing. It was working. I think my battery is low. Alright, and after that, my battery is running low. Okay, let's boot up to the other emulator. Just want to show you what it looked like. We're going to boot up to Gmenu2x. Now, more I learn to use it, more I figure out things. But at the same time, I think I accidentally add. Okay, sometimes you have to do this twice. Here you go. Then you press the start button to get there. If you want to fix the clock, you press the select button. Okay. So this one have I accidentally create this one and I cannot delete it because it won't let me delete it. And so it have real cool. We got final burnout. This one will actually work with the box art. So you could, once you select it, actually have a box art, but it doesn't go to the other one. It doesn't. I wish it would show up in the in the theme. Excuse me, but it does have a box art, but it won't show up like the other side. Okay, and I created a final fight. Let me see, do I have one called? Yeah, I think this is the, nope, that's the, I think that one need to be deleted. Now this one does support like, what you call it, the subfolder. So the emulator here supports subfolder. And here's all the Final Burnout 2012, and there's 2000. Here's all the ROM that is for the 2000, and it have box art. So I did the box art correctly. So all the games that have the box art are here. Without the box art, I deleted. And those are the new. Now this one came with the system. Okay, they created like this. I don't know why they created. Because once you press it in, there's the ROM, there's the bio. Okay, and that's what they did, and they have 123 game here. The one I have is like 230 something. This one is the one is from me. Okay, and so to get back from the folder, you want to press the start button to get out from the all that selection. It doesn't mess up the whatever you pick. It will go back. So it does have a 2 Final Burnout. And this one actually played the game that Pico, they call it fake-08, but actually play the Pico. If you go out, it's in the Pico folder. So you put your game there, it will show up in here. But yeah, it will also have box art. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and so let's press the start button. And then there's another one. Peak. Now I added the new box art in here, so there's nothing in that folder. I delete everything, but yeah, you get a box art. But since this game is not part of that option screen, the box art is going to be pretty big, so I might have to shrink the box art down. So if you're using this emulator, you will have a box art, but it won't be that, you could at least see it, because right now you cannot, because it's big. Okay, so to get out, you press here again. Okay, so those are a couple emulator that does not come over to that theme that we're using. So you don't have an arcade emulator, and you do not have. So if you want to play Arcade 2000, you have to come here and play the Arcade 2000. They do have the old one. Those of you who have been using the older version, they do have the old one. They didn't remove it, so the old one is in in the in the emulator instead of retro, and it's called the retro test. So that one is still there. That's the one that when you play, it lets you pick 2 different chords. So it's there. Sorry, losing my voice. Drinking some coffee. Okay, and some of this game here that they include this on the upgrade version. Okay, the -01. Okay, this one they include those game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game, and they play nice. They do work. So you guys have time, you could play with that. And then media. Now I have added my music, and those of you who don't like it, you could delete it. Now I added some movie. There's 2 movie up there in the front. Okay, and it's pretty cool. And this is the first time loading it. That one is like an hours long movie, so I don't know the system able to handle it. Since I don't have enough battery, it's gonna die. There's 2 animation Kino Fighter movie. But unfortunately, it speaks Japanese. Oh, if you want to fast forward, just click to the right side. So it will fast forward more. Click it to the right. If you want to go back, click on the left. I think I clicked it too much. There you go. So I have 2 Kino Fighter movie. That's pretty cool. I had no idea what they're singing about, but just want to get to the movie. So you could fast forward by clicking here and then left and right. So that's pretty cool that you could fast forward the show and stuff. Alright, so let's get out here. I just pressed the star button again. Now the way you exit out of the emulator is different than the theme. The theme, when you're playing the game, you want to exit out, you press this button to exit out. Okay. Here, I believe you press the select button to get out. Either select or star. It might be star. Yeah, star to get out. Okay, for the mini player. The other one, I press the star button. This one, you press the select button. So you could like, play any kind of music. Like I got Pussycat Doll music. So copyright, I can't do that. Oh, star is to pause it. Sorry, star to pause it. Press it again to pause it, the music, and then select is to get out the game. The music. Okay, B is to get out the selection, but now when you're here, you press this instead of pausing, it actually kick you out the program. Okay, so I was right. You press the star to get out, but when you're playing the music, this is pausing the music. Like if you, and there's another button, I think you press X is to like mute it, but the game is still, the music is still, video is still going, but there's no sound, I think. All right, so that's pretty much it. I did add some music into here. I do not know what that is, but I did add some music on my own because I wanted to take this to to exercise with my headset. So in case my battery drain out from my earbud, I could use this one for another 2 hours in case I stay in the gym too long. All right, so let's get out here. See, you have that option. You could have it changed to like just the graphic, or you could change without it. You could put it back. Okay, or you could do that. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get out this game. How do you get out here? Okay, here on X is pausing, but the thing is still moving. So A is to random, or you could continue playing the same. All right, press both buttons at the same time. This one is a little bit different. Press both buttons to get out the music playing. Okay, so we figured out things together. Okay, that's pretty much it on, like I say, there's a lot of way you could add this. Like for example, I accidentally add this. You can actually add this by pressing the select button, and it lets you add to the G menu. Okay, so you can add a selection. So you can add that. You can change that. When I try to delete it, it doesn't delete it. That's the problem. See, and when you delete it, it actually messes up everything. Where application now, the top is kind of messed up. See, it show application when that one's supposed to be emulator, and the emulator now is showing games, and the games now showing media folder. So it kind of messes it up. But when you reboot it, I think it go back to normal. Let's see, we could. Oh yeah, there is an option to reboot by not here, but in one of this menu up here on top. Here you go. Reboot, so you can reboot it. Let's see if that application. I deleted it, but I didn't delete it twice. So let's delete. I deleted it again just now. Let's see if it go away. So let's see everything go back to normal. Okay. So application is application, yep. Emulator is emulator, game is in game, media is in media, retro. Okay, everything's back to normal. No, there's still, that application is still there. I can't get rid of it. So I don't know. I mean, you can add stuff to it, but it's a lot of stuff there that do not work other than README file, but it doesn't do nothing. So yeah, this feature doesn't have that much of a good stuff. But then you have a command program. It's pretty cool. You could go in, you could move file from one location to another location by using this. And a long time ago, I did a video about it when we was talking about, was it RS97 or an RS07 console. Well, here, if you go over to the other side, you could change to a different folder. And then you can move your ROM, and you can actually delete the file that you don't want from this location. So this one is mounted to Anbernic, and you could mount to like here's all the game folder and music. And like if you don't like the music, you could just go to the music area, and then you select that, and you press one of the button. See, you could copy it from this location to this location. Okay, you could move it, you could rename it, you could delete it. Okay, so if you're on this side, the arrow will be pointing this side. So let's press B. Let's go to the other side. So if you do it from here, for example, if you come into you gotta go to one of the game folder. So anyway, if you press the X button, same thing. Now the arrow is pointing to the other side, so you could add, move, delete. And then you could also do select too. Like if I come over here and I wanna select more, I could see Y. If you press the Y button, it will say select all, and you can select all, select none. So if I say select all and press A, it highlight everything in red. Then I come over here, and if I want to move it over here, I press X, and I say, wrong button. not X. Let's just undelete it, unselect it. Let's try again. Went to the folder. Okay. So if I do Y, I want to select all, and I come over here. I guess I could go to one of this retro folder. Then I press Y, and then you could create a new directory, for that by pressing Y. So if I press B to get out, sorry, X, okay. So I could copy, okay, I'm in the wrong, I need to be the other side, I'm sorry. So let me get it, press X again. Okay, I just copied this stupid folder over here. So I wanted to remove it, I just select it and say, delete this folder. I just copy over, yes, okay. So if I, let's do it again. Let me zoom a little bit back, okay. So what I'll do is press Y to select everything, okay? And then if I wanted to move it to the other side, first you change to the folder you want to move it to, okay? Then you press the Y button again, and then you say, not Y, sorry, X. Then you say, I want to copy, or you want to move it, okay? So you can move all that you just selected to this folder. So that's pretty much how you do it. Just don't mean to confuse you, okay? All right, B to get out, B to get out, okay? And to get out this thing, press select and star at the same time. Hopefully that should get out. Nope. Nope. Okay, star, select. Okay, this one is a little bit different than the other one. This is weird. Okay, X out the app. This one I have to use the side button. So different app use different way to get out. Okay, so the music player, you want to get out by pressing the select button, but the media, I mean the music video player, you press the select button. The music, you press the both button to get out the apps. And then for that command program to get out, you have to use the right side button. So different one, you have to try a different way to see how it get out. But it is pretty cool. Just make a backup copy so you won't accidentally delete anything. If everything's working, make a backup copy of your SD card, and that way, if something go wrong, you know, you could bring it back. Like right now, I have this thing added, I can't get rid of it, and I didn't make a backup copy, so I'm stuck with that thing right there. Okay, so if you get my image, you're gonna have that as well. All right, so once I get everything done, I will do another video, show you and let you know the image is ready, and also show you how to put it into a brand new one. Also, I want to go over this real cool. This one is actually pretty cool. People asking, I myself will be asking, will this fit everything in here? See how much junk I have in here? Okay, I could put all this in here, and then put this one in here as well. Okay, but I don't want to put it on this side because I want to put it on this side with this thing. And I want to face backward because, no, well, you don't have to. Well, either way, backward, forward is okay. Backward is actually, you keep it from scratching. If you have anything in there, you won't accidentally scratch the screen. So I prefer to put it backward. And then you could just, now if you're using the Bluetooth, you don't need this two of this, okay? You just put this and this, that's it. And then here's the adapter, and here's the Bluetooth, and then you just close it like this, okay? Now, if you don't want to use the Bluetooth, or you want to use everything, it still works. I just don't have rubber band to tie this in. So you just lay all this here, like I'm doing, because like you rush, you have to go to work or something, you don't have time. Okay. Now with this, you have to put the head thing down because you have to find a spot too, because it's kind of bulky. But I did have it in here, believe it or not, I did have it in with everything in here. Okay, so once you close the sandwich up, start to turn it, zip it, Okay, see, it fit. There you go. And I put the keychain here on the outside. I don't want to put it inside because most of the time I'm not going to be holding it like that because it will scratch the screen. And I'm going to, once my screensaver come in, I will be putting a screen on it and let you know which size, which screen protection actually work that fit on this device. All right, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Later. Oh, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and give me a thumb up if you like the video. And I will let you know once I finish and I have to burn the image, then zip it up and then transfer. So that is at least gonna take 1.5 days to do just that. And once that's done, then I'll post a video show you how to burn it to the SD card and how to upgrade the firmware and then get it going. All right, later.